and making almost 0% on it. So I would say no. If you have a big mortgage, that might qualify for a yes. You would need to pay it all off, and that pay off really frees up money that you would have paid to a monthly payment. What if I change my mind? I will tell you, I have customers change their mind about every day. Okay? Because once they decide they're going to do this, they get really antsy. Well, what am I going to do with my money? Am I going to travel? Am I going to give it to the grandkids? Am I going to fix the house? Am I going to buy new clothes? Am I going to fix my car? It goes on and on and on. They say, well, maybe I don't want a monthly payment. I want a credit line. No, I want to get a lump sum. Well, by the time we go to close, people usually have figured it out. And they usually get the credit line. And during the act, doing an application does not obligate you to anything. But sometimes it sets in stone that time that you did the application before HUD makes another change to the program, which they're going to do again on April 1st. They're going to take away all the fixed rate loans except the saver. So you might be interested in, if you're serious about reverse mortgage, you might want to look into it sooner than April 1st. Because you have more options. Anyhow, when you do get to closing, you have 3 days to rescind the order, and at that point, it takes 5 days to get your money. So it's 3 days to rescind, right of rescission, and then about 5 more days to get your money. And that's what HUD wants you to know. On the flip side, Mick Jagger wants you to know something else. On David Letterman about 4 weeks ago, number 5 on the top 5 of 10 things I, Mick Jagger, learned after 50 years in rock and roll. Song royalties are great, but they can't even match the guaranteed cash from a reverse mortgage. I'm not kidding when he said that. And the truth is, I have people call and thank me years later. I keep in touch with my clients. Now, if you're a child of an aging parent, you think you're going to take care of them. You have your own children. I often sit in a room with your children, you and your parents. And when that usually happens, you're either going to take care of them now, or you're going to let them get the reverse mortgage and let them take care of themselves. That's what's going to happen. And if they need the money, they want to do it themselves. They want their independence. And they don't want you talking about them in third person, in their face. And oftentimes I have family members do that, like they're dead already. They want their independence. They want to be able to take care of themselves. And a reverse mortgage is a respectful way of not asking you for money. And believe me, as you get older, you may get a little more ornery, but you'll definitely be really standing up for your independence. To the day you die, you watch. Yeah. So, anyhow, I thought it was funny that Mick Jagger is old enough to be thinking about reverse mortgages. I couldn't help myself. Yeah. I'm going to pass through this, but this is a government fact sheet. But basically, re-edifies what I just said about what HUD said. So you can look through that. Why do people consider reverse mortgage? We'll go through that very quickly. How are we doing time-wise? 8 minutes. Okay. You're going to pay off their existing mortgage, get rid of their monthly payments. That's a top reason. Just to make ends meet. The second, and sometimes the first, depending on what year it is for emergencies, because they do not have long-term care. They want to have that credit line. Because what if someone says, you now have cancer? What if you get Parkinson's disease? What if you don't want to leave your home and you want to stay there and have assistance? Where are you going to get the money? People get the reverse mortgage now, let their credit line grow. It grows because it assumes every day you live, it's worth more to you in the credit line, and we can give you more money. It's an automatic upping of your credit. Okay, well, you have alternatives. Now, you could do this. You could delay your retirement, which is actually kind of not, it's what some people are doing. You may be unable or unwilling to continue working. So the pro is the reverse mortgage will help you. Oops, let me back up here. Or you have to sell your house. How many of you would sell your house instead of have a way to stay there? Many of you want to stay in your house. I just learned that. That's the main thing. Obtain a home equity loan. Most people can't afford it. They can't qualify. Decrease expenses and modify your lifestyle. Most people are doing it when I walk in, and they don't like it. They don't have to live in squalor. And I'm a changeling then, and I tell them, it's okay. And the kids will say, we don't want you to give us, all your money and live in squalor. We want you to live to the best of your ability and spend whatever you can, and we don't want your money. Most kids will tell their parents that. It's a big surprise to them, too. They think they have to almost live in squalor and not enjoy their life until they die, and give it the rest to the kids. And then, or you can obtain a reverse mortgage. So, I'm sorry about the way this thing is working here, but the overview. You retain the title, there's no monthly payments, eligibility, max claim amount are determined by the youngest borrower's age, up to $625,500. So if you have $1 million house, we're still going to figure it off for $625,500. The new thing is if the home is underwater, the state may buy back the home and they do not owe the reverse mortgage. We get paid, and the kids get to buy the house back if it's a sentimental thing. And that was because some guy said, why should my neighbor get it? I don't have to pay it back. Why can't I get it? And so the court case went on, and here we are. And then, again, after April 1st, there will be no more fixed rate standard. There will be a fixed rate saver, which gets you less money and maybe a good deal for you because it's 0.0001,625,500 or $62 for the interest, or the mortgage interest. So that's added on later. You also should be aware that your interest rate on any reverse mortgage is 1.25. The Fed's charge that on top of the current rate. So, again, you got to remember the basic things. Pay the property taxes on time. Must continue to live in your home. Keep required homeowners insurance current. Maintain your home in good repair. And there's no prepayment penalty. And you can sell at any time. You can also purchase a home with a reverse mortgage. SB and I were just talking about that. And a lot of realtors are taking advantage of it because people are downsizing, using some of the equity from their original home, putting that in the bank, and getting a reverse mortgage to take the payments away. So they have no payments on their downsized home. You have to get counseling, so check out the counseling and read that before you get your counseling, and you should get 100%. What's next? Why not become a speaker yourself? It's a lot of fun. This is a tough subject. I give you a lot of information in a short period of time, and there's no way to explain it all in a half hour. But you have things to read here, and I invite you to call me or have a one-on-one so that we can actually make your life or your parents' life much more comfortable. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And Nick brought lots of material. For those who want it, there's in the promotional table there. So please be sure you pick up something like this.
and you can contact him to have a better explanation of everything.